Imagine steering a massive cargo ship through one of the most dangerous waters on the planet and suddenly getting a message demanding cryptocurrency to guarantee you do not get attacked. Sounds like a movie plot, right? Well, it is happening right now in the real world. Welcome to Byte Reality News. Today we are diving into a wild story about a crypto scam targeting international shipping lanes. But that is not all we have on the docket. We are also going to talk about a massive artificial intelligence breakthrough for video creators. A startup just secured $14 million to let you search your video files using plain English. And finally, we are looking at a massive paradox in the tech world today. India has one of the fastest growing app markets on the entire globe, but local developers are barely seeing a dime of that wealth. Global platforms are basically sweeping up all the cash. We are going to unpack exactly why that is happening and what it means for the future of global technology. Technology is evolving at a breakneck speed, and keeping up with how it impacts our daily lives and global economy is exactly why we are here. So grab your coffee or your favorite drink and let us get right into it. Let us start with this absolutely crazy story out of the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz is a narrow waterway between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. It is arguably the most important oil choke point in the world. A massive chunk of global trade passes through there every single day. Recently, the geopolitical tension in that area has been through the roof. Ships face real threats from armed groups in the region. It is a highly stressful environment for any crew navigating those waters. They are on high alert, constantly looking out for attacks. And this is exactly where the scammers have decided to strike. Cybercriminals are spoofing official communication channels to contact cargo ships. They send messages claiming to be local maritime authorities or armed factions. The message basically says the ship is targeted for an imminent attack, but there is a way out. If the shipping company pays a fee in cryptocurrency, the ship will be granted safe passage. I find this absolutely fascinating and terrifying at the same time. We usually think of crypto scams as some shady email asking for a password or a fake investment guru promising returns. But these hackers are weaponizing real-world physical fear. They know captains are stressed and shipping companies are desperate to protect their vessels. So they create this fake digital toll booth. Imagine driving down a dangerous highway late at night. A roadblock appears and a guy tells you that for $50 he will escort you safely. You do not know who this person is, but fear takes over. You are scared, so you pay. Then you realize he was not a security guard at all. He just took advantage of your fear. That is exactly what is happening here on a massive international scale. The problem is that maritime cybersecurity is historically very weak. These massive ships are marvels of physical engineering, but their digital systems are often years behind what we use at home. Their communication networks can be easily spoofed. The hackers use fake email addresses that look incredibly similar to official port authorities. In the heat of the moment, a stressed-out crew member might not notice the difference. This shows that the line between digital threats and physical threats is completely blurry. A hacker sitting in a basement halfway across the world can disrupt international shipping just by sending a clever email and a Bitcoin address. Shipping companies must invest heavily in training crews to recognize spoofed messages. They need better verification protocols immediately. I really hope the maritime industry wakes up to this threat before a fake message leads to a real-world disaster. Moving from the high seas to the editing room, let us talk about something much more positive happening in artificial intelligence. If you have ever edited a video or worked in a creative team, you know that managing files is an absolute nightmare. You shoot hours of footage and then you have to log every single clip. You create complicated folders and add specific tags just to find that 3-second clip of a dog running in the park 6 months later. Well, a startup called Shade just raised $14 million to completely eliminate that problem. They are building a tool that lets creative teams search video libraries using plain English. You do not need file names or manual tags. You just type a description of what you are looking for, and the artificial intelligence finds it for you. Let me break down why this is such a massive deal. Traditionally, video files are just dark data. A computer does not know what is inside an MP4 file unless a human types out a description. But Shade uses advanced computer vision to essentially watch your videos for you. When you upload raw footage, the artificial intelligence analyzes every single frame. It recognizes objects' faces, environments, and specific actions. Say you are a documentary filmmaker with 10 terabytes of footage. Instead of spending days looking for a shot of a red car driving in the rain, you open Shade and type "Show me the red car driving in the rain." Within seconds, the software pulls up the exact timestamp. It is basically like having a superhuman assistant who memorized every second you ever filmed. If your creative team is spread across the globe, communicating exactly which timestamp needs to be used creates endless email chains. This new tool acts as a central brain for the entire production team. I think this is awesome. Sincerely, this is one of the best applications of artificial intelligence I have seen in a long time. Right now, people fear artificial intelligence replacing creative jobs. But tools like Shade do the exact opposite. They take away the incredibly boring mechanical parts of the job so humans can focus on creative work. Nobody becomes a video editor because they love organizing files. With $14 million in funding, Shade will scale this technology for massive enterprise clients like Hollywood studios and news organizations. Imagine a news network instantly pulling up every piece of footage of a specific politician standing in front of a blue background just by typing a sentence. The efficiency gains will be astronomical. This represents a huge shift in how we interact with our data. We are moving away from organizing things for computers to understand and moving toward computers understanding us. We do not have to speak in code or tags anymore. Eventually, I believe all our personal files will be entirely searchable through conversational artificial intelligence. We will simply ask our computers to retrieve whatever memory we need, just like talking to a human assistant. Now for our final story, let us shift gears and look at the global tech economy. Specifically, what is happening in India right now? India is experiencing an absolute boom in its app market. We are talking about phenomenal growth. Hundreds of millions of people are coming online, getting smartphones, and downloading applications at a rapid pace. The country has a massive young population with increasingly affordable mobile data plans. Because of this, India has become one of the most important digital markets on the planet. But here is the massive catch. Despite this huge explosion in users and downloads, the local Indian tech ecosystem is not reaping the financial rewards. The vast majority of the money is going straight into the pockets of global platforms, primarily American tech giants like Google, Meta, and Apple. Let us unpack how this is happening. When you look at an app market, there are basically two main ways to make money: advertising revenue and in-app purchases. In India, the digital advertising market is completely dominated by Google and Meta. These global companies have incredibly sophisticated targeting algorithms that local ad networks simply cannot compete with. If an Indian app developer wants to reach an audience, they have to pay these global giants to run ads. A huge chunk of the capital circulating locally is immediately funneled outward. Then you have the App Store fees. Google Play Store and Apple App Store are the powerful gatekeepers of the mobile internet. When an Indian developer builds a successful app and charges users for premium features, the app stores take a massive cut of every single transaction. Sometimes this cut is as high as 30%. Even when a local creator builds something incredibly popular, they are heavily taxed by the platforms that host them. Imagine a thriving new city is built. The streets are packed with people doing business. But the company that owns the roads lives halfway across the world, taking a 30% tax on every transaction. That is basically what is happening in the Indian app market right now. The local citizens are doing all the activity, but the wealth is being extracted by the landlords. I think the situation is highly concerning for global innovation. It is incredibly difficult for local startups to scale when they operate with such thin margins. They are doing the hard work of understanding the local culture, but they are locked into an ecosystem where the house always wins. This is a conversation happening all over the world right now. Governments are waking up to the massive power that global platforms hold over local economies. In India, developers are lobbying the government for better regulations and trying to find alternative payment gateways to bypass the fees. Moving forward, I expect to see a lot of friction between national governments and global tech monopolies. We are already seeing other regions like the European Union passing laws to force open these closed app ecosystems. Countries want their digital economies to benefit their own citizens. The boom in India proves that massive user numbers alone do not equal local wealth. You have to control the infrastructure. And right now, the global platforms own the infrastructure lock, stock, and barrel. To wrap things up today, it is clear that the tech landscape is more complex than ever. We are living in a world where a simple email can threaten a colossal cargo ship, where artificial intelligence can watch and understand years' worth of video footage in a matter of seconds, and where the fastest-growing digital markets on Earth are still struggling to achieve true financial independence from Silicon Valley monopolies. To summarize the main story today, India is experiencing a historic app market boom. But the structural dominance of global platforms means the actual wealth is leaving the country instead of enriching the local developers who are building the future. If this content made sense to you, leave that like because it helps the channel grow immensely. Send this video to that friend who needs to hear this. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe and activate the little bell so you do not miss any new videos. See you next time.